Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Nowruz Mubarak. To my Persian friends here in Washington and around the world, my wife Kadurine and I are delighted to wish you a very happy Nowruz. I understand that Nowruz translates into English as new day, and what a time it is for Iranians around the world to be looking forward to a new day. For 3 consecutive months, the Iranian regime has faced unrelenting anti-regime protests that have spread across Iran. The courageous protesters that have taken to the streets have channeled the rising discontent against the regime, anger over human rights abuses, and frustration with their clerical rulers. Our celebration tonight arrives just 2 months after this massive uprising that has now encompassed every city and town in Iran began. And though the rebellion was suppressed through the arrest of some 8,000 protesters and the deaths of some 50 demonstrators, the people's fire for change has not been extinguished. As we celebrate Nowruz, there is no better time to support the aspirations of the Iranian people than at this very moment. The people, as you've heard tonight, of Iran want a brighter future. They want regime change. So permit me, as a scholar of Iran policy, to make just a few general observations. The first demonstrations in Iran, which began in Mashhad on December 28th, some 3 months ago, focused on the worsening conditions for ordinary Iranians. But as the uprising spread, the demonstrations took on a sharply political tone, with participants risking the possibility of arrest, capital punishment, all for an end to the theocratic regime. The Iranian opposition, led by the NCRI and the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran, has been repeatedly blamed by Tehran for serving as the architects of the uprising for freedom. But these groups, individuals in this room, are simply serving as the voice of the Iranian people. As Iranians celebrate Nowruz, US officials can expect that the regime's brutal crackdown against its citizens will continue. But with the courage that we've witnessed, there is also reason to believe that the repression will not prevent Iranians from engaging in resistance, particularly in light of mobilization by the Iranian resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, every great freedom movement must eventually come to terms with the fact that to confront injustice, one must acknowledge that it exists, and every movement for freedom must put it on display for the world to see. Therefore, here in Washington and around the world, every believer in democracy and human rights should keep a close eye on Iran in the year ahead. Because it's my firm conviction that with support from the international community, the Iranian people may finally achieve a new system of government that embraces not only democracy, but also civil and political and religious and cultural liberty for Iranians of every demographic background. This is what I wish for all of you in the year ahead. And again, I wish you Nowruz Mubarak. Thank you so much.